Hey guys, it's Emma here and I have my Abominable book club package for June. Now it is super hot in here and I've got the windows closed so you hopefully don't hear the many seagulls outside, so let's just get into this really quickly before I melt to death. Apt for this video. So yeah, my Abominable book club package for June. I will link them down below. As always, they're a horror book subscription box. So let's just get into the first book here. We've got a hardcover, which is Board Gay Werewolf by Tony Santarella. I'm already interested. This sounds amazing already, and you know me, I love a good cover, and this one looks really fun and colourful and some of my favourite colours on it. So let's see what it's about. So it says, Brian, an aimless slacker in his 20s, works double shifts at his waiter job, never cleans his apartment, and gets blackout drunk with his restaurant comrades Nick and Darby. He's been struggling to manage his transition to adulthood almost as much as his monthly transitions to a werewolf. Really, he's not great at the whole werewolf thing, and his recent murderous slip-ups have caught the attention of Tyler, a millennial entrepreneur determined to explore exponential growth strategies in the mythological wellness market. Tyler's got a plan and he wants Brian to be part of it, and weirdly his brand of self-help punditry actually encourages Brian to shape up and stop accidentally marking out bad tippers at the restaurant as potential monthly victims. But as Brian gets closer to Tyler's pack and drifts further away from Nick and Darby, he realises that Tyler's expansion plans are much more nefarious than a little lupine enlightenment. Big-hearted, goofy, anarchic and funny, Board Gay Werewolf is a smart take on the doomsday logic of late capitalism and the complicated meeting point of masculinity and sexuality. More than that, though, and like Scooby-Doo with Grindr or Stranger Things with sex and ennui, it's a buddy novel about finding your pack, the power of friendship, and learning how to be comfortable in your own shaggy werewolf pelt. That sounds awesome, I can't wait to read this. And it is purple on the inside, which is my favourite colour, so this is awesome. Right, it's a good start for this month. Right, what's next? So the next book we've got here is Such Sharp Teeth, so I'm feeling like there is a theme here. And I do think they said something about at least one of them being signed, so let me just double check if it is this one, or that might have been for next month. I can never remember when they send the emails. Okay, no, so that one isn't signed. So this is Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison. And it is bright pink, so also it stands out. And it says, Rory Morris isn't thrilled to be moving back to her hometown. There are bad memories there, but her twin sister Scarlett is pregnant and needs support. So Rory returns to the place she thought she'd put in her rear view. After a night out at a bar where she runs into Ian and almost Flame, she hits a large animal with her car, and when she gets out to investigate, she's attacked. Rory survives, miraculously, but life begins to look and feel different. She's unnaturally strong, with an aversion to silver, and suddenly the moon has her in its thrall. She's changing into someone else, something else. But does that mean she's putting those close to her in danger, or is embracing the wildness inside her the key to acceptance? And it says, this darkly comedic love story is a brilliantly layered portrait of trauma, rage and vulnerability. So yes, definitely a theme this month, which is fine. I do like werewolves, and I don't read enough of them. So no, this one isn't signed either, so maybe I was reading that completely wrong. Maybe I was looking at the wrong email. So then all that should be left in here is our... Oh, here we go. Here's a signed one. So I'm assuming this is for Rachel Harris because that looks like an R and an H. So there is a signed book plate for this one here, which is awesome. So I will stick that in there to keep it safe. And we have 2 bookmarks this month. So we've got this cool, are they rats? I'm not 100% sure. But if you can see that there, they're kind of creepy looking. Oh, it's James Herbert. Yeah. So it's a James Herbert bookmark. And it says on the back, screams pervaded the air, cries for help beat into his brain, all in the half gloom against the blackness of the tunnel, as though the whole event was taking place in black limbo, and everywhere scurrying, furry black creatures running up the walls, launching themselves into the air, only stopping when the victim's struggles ceased, and then eating and drinking. Ooh, amazing. I love this one. Can't wait to use it. And we've got our Abominable book club bookmark here. As always, I never read you the stories on the back, and it is way too hot for me to start doing that now. I need to get these windows open in a minute or I might die. So the last thing we've got left in here is our secondhand book, always lovingly wrapped in brown paper and string with a bit of blood splatter usually, and their accursed library wax seal. So let's see what we got for our secondhand book. So for our secondhand book we got, oh, it's a Stephen King one that I already have, damn. Oh well, you can never go wrong with Stephen King though, and it's like an original copy by the looks of it of Misery. So I have this in the newer, not the newest type because I didn't like the look of those, the previous newer one I think. So I've got them all in like the same style. I'm very much a sucker for getting everything in the same style, so I don't need this, I will be getting rid of this. But this is pretty cool, Stephen King's Misery. So let me see what the date is on this one and if it is an original one. So I think it's maybe a year after it was first published. I think this is a second edition, maybe. Because it says copyright 1987, but then there's all these different editions and they all say 1988. So I'm thinking maybe the year after. But hey, as I say, if you're going to get a Stephen King book, you're usually fine either way. But yeah, I've started collecting some Stephen King books. I have a small collection, and as I say, they are in a certain type of look. So I won't be keeping that one. But hey, you can usually never go wrong with a Stephen King. And I have got Stephen King ones from this company that I haven't read before. So I've got a few sitting that I haven't read yet to read as well from him. So awesome. Anyway, that is it for this one, guys. So we got Stephen King's Misery for our secondhand book. We got Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison with the signed book plate in it. And we got Bored Gay Werewolf by Tony Santarella. So I can't wait to get into these ones, guys. They look so fun. Any comments though, leave them down below. Share it with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you next time, guys. Bye! Oh my god, I'm gonna die.